USRA B-Modifieds presented by J&L Sales and Storage, Flandreau, South Dakota. Heat race number 1 of 3. Dave Kennedy, Chris Huseman up front on row number 1 as we go green flag racing. Huseman up on the high side of the early race lead. Lyndon Johnson wants to go along for the ride in the 11L machine, and Johnson and Kennedy will duke it out for second spot side by side. Chris Huseman, your race leader. Johnson coming on the top side, and Lyndon Johnson. Chris Huseman, Dave Kennedy, and the mayor, Alex Wiertzma, your top 4. Jackson Mulder moving up to that 5th spot in the running order. Kennedy looking inside of Huseman for second spot. First of 3 heat races for the USRA B-Mods. They're moving here at the top. Kennedy, Chris Huseman, your top 3. Rock putting the pressure on Wiertzma for 4th spot in the running order. Anthony Roth down low. He'll take that 4th spot away as Lyndon Johnson continues to lead this B-Mod heat race. Lyndon Johnson, Jackson Mulder, Alex Wiertzma, 87 machine. Clint Erickson and Damian Vandenberg rounding out your field. USRA B-Mods presented by Sales and Storage, Flandreau, South Dakota. Lyndon Johnson. Lyndon Johnson with that race lead. Dave Kennedy, Chris Huseman, Anthony Roth, your top 4. Johnson up topside. Kennedy will close the gap in the 21K. Johnson holding on to the lead, but Dave Kennedy is there. Put pressure on Huseman for 3rd spot as Roth peeks to the inside. Huseman will battle back on the top side, down the back stretch, and that'll bring 3rd in the running order. Kennedy to the inside of Johnson. Does he have enough room? 21K will make the pass. Kennedy to the race lead. 2 to go. Lyndon Johnson, Anthony Roth, Chris Huseman now your top 4. Shuffling 4 positions here in this first of 3 heat races for the USRA B-Mods. White flag coming out for Dave Kennedy. Roth moving into that 2nd position. Kennedy, Roth, Johnson, Huseman, your top 4. USRA B-Modifieds heat race number 1 of 3. Coming to the checkers this time around, it's Diggity Dave Kennedy, your heat race winner.
Diggity Dave Kennedy grabs heat race number 1. Anthony Roth in 2nd. Lyndon Johnson 3rd. Chris Huseman that final redraw position. And Jackson Mulder rounds out your top 5.
J&L Sales and Storage, Flandreau, South Dakota, bringing you the USRA B-Modifieds heat race number 2. Coming to the green flag. Green is in the air. Kevin Joachim on the low side, the blue and white 27. Trevor Crock getting around top of the red and black 52 machine. Trevor Crock to the race lead, Joachim to 2nd, Randy Van Veldhuizen your top 3, and Erickson will round out your top 4. Side by side, Scott Kennedy will take that 5th spot for the time being. Trevor Crock, your race leader. Crock, Joachim 1 and 2, Randy Van Veldhuizen running in 3rd. Duke Erickson, your top 4 on the field. South Dakota. Duke Erickson ratcheting up the pressure on Randy Van Veldhuizen for that 3rd spot. And Veldhuizen holds on to it for the time being. Trevor Crock, your race leader. Trevor Crock, Duke Erickson, your top. Erickson and Caskey rounding out your field. 2nd of 3 heat races for the USRA B-Modifieds as Trevor Crock puts another lap down on the 52K. Van Veldhuizen, Duke Erickson, Scott Kennedy, your top 5. J&L Sales and Storage, Plandrew, South Dakota. They bring you the USRA B-Modifieds at the Rapid Speedway. And appreciation night presented by Rapid Motors. Thank you for coming out tonight, race fans. Thank you for tuning in, those of you watching on AdvantageRacing.tv. Trevor Kroc, your race leader, with 2 to go in this B-Mod heat race number 2 of 3. Kroc, Chewayko, Veldhuizen, Erickson, your top 4. And you got Kennedy, Bean, Gasky, and Erickson rounding out the field. USRA B-Modifieds. White flag get a show this time around for Trevor Kroc, your race leader. Veldhuizen, Duke, Erickson, the top 4. Second of 3 heat races for the J&L Sales and Storage B-Mods. Checkers for your heat race winner, Trevor Kroc.
Trevor Kroc runs away with heat race number 2. Kevin Chewayko in third. Randy Van Veldhuizen comes away with that third position. Duke Erickson in fourth. Scott Kennedy rounds out your top 5.
In a heat race together once again.
Well, once again, we thank you for coming out here tonight. Fan Appreciation Night. Everybody gets in free, courtesy of your Heartland Chevy dealers, Papik Motors. Papik Motors and their locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and now Sibley, Iowa.
Trevor Tesh, Dustin Cruz up front on row 1 as green flag flies. Trevor Tesh will get off to the early race lead. Dustin Cruz into that second spot. Derek Van Veldhuizen running third. Then you've got Tyler Tesh as Cruz looks to pass for the lead. He's been white hot all summer long. That number 6 machine is Dustin Cruz looking to get down to the front once again. Cruz with the race lead. Trevor Tesh running in second spot. Derek Van Veldhuizen, Caleb Motter now your top 4 of the running order. Third and final heat race, USRA B-Modifieds, brought to you by J&L Sales and Storage. Dustin Cruz with the race lead. Trevor Tesh, Derek Van Veldhuizen, Caleb Motter, your top 4. Then you've got Tyler Tesh and John Ross rounding out the field. Dustin Cruz, we had mentioned, he has been white hot all summer long and picking up a lot of wins. Derek Van Veldhuizen looking for second spot to the inside of Trevor Tesh. Tesh with the high side run. He'll hold on to that second position. The black 6 of Dustin Cruz, your race leader. Cruz, Tesh, Van Veldhuizen, and Motter, the top 4. Tesh and Ross rounding out the field. J&L Sales and Storage, Plandrew, South Dakota, bringing you the USRA B-Modifieds at the Rapid Speedway. Dustin Cruz with the race lead. Derek Van Veldhuizen looking to the outside for that second position. Van Veldhuizen is there. Tesh will battle back on the bottom, and Derek Van Veldhuizen will take over second. Van Veldhuizen is second. Trevor Tesh back to third. Caleb Motter looking to the inside of Trevor Tesh for third spot. John Ross up high in the back. Trevor Tesh in that third position. Motter and Tyler Tesh, they're side by side for fourth. Tyler working up on the high side. White flag is out for Dustin Cruz. Dustin Cruz with the race lead. Derek Van Veldhuizen, Tyler Tesh getting around to the outside of Trevor Tesh. Tesh and Tesh running third and fourth. USRA B-Mods third and final heat race to the number 6 of Dustin Cruz.
Dustin Cruz, your heat race winner. Derek Van Veldhuizen in second. Tyler Tesh third. And Caleb Motter banging wheels will grab that final fourth spot and into tonight's redraw. Into his outside, it's the 64 car of John Ross. Inside row number 10, it's the 87E of Clint Erickson. Into his outside, the 18 of Corbin Erickson. Inside row 11, the 87 car, it's Maya Christensen. Into his outside, the 97 of Damian Vandenberg. Inside of your last row, driving the number 77, that is Colton Caskey. 15 laps the distance, your J&L Sales and Storage B-Modifieds.
Getting set for tonight's USRA B-Modified A feature. Will be going green this time by Roth, Kroc. They'll start them off. Green is in the air for tonight's B-Mod A feature. Taking up 3 wide. We got one off the top side of the track, top of turn number 2 immediately. One around bottom side of turn number 2 as the caution will come out right away. And we'll try it again for the USRA B-Modifieds. B-Mods presented by J&L Sales and Storage. 15 laps of distance on your A feature for the USRA B-Mods. Going in the A13X. Caleb Motter collecting Randy Van Veldhuis. Kennedy goes around. Erickson goes around. Now the caution back out. It's B-Mod Bandits. USRA B-Modified A feature. B-Mods presented by J&L Sales and Storage. Plandrew, South Dakota, longtime sponsor of the B-Mods here at the Rapid Speedway. We'll see if the third time's the charm to crank this thing up here tonight. Your A feature for the B-Mods. Anthony Roth off to the early race lead. Lyndon Johnson at second spot. Duke Erickson, Trevor Kroc, Kevin Joe Wakeham, your top 5 early on. 1 lap. Into your Sales and Storage. Lyndon Johnson, Duke Erickson, they got a battle going for second spot. Roth up high in turn number 3. That will allow them to close the gap a little bit. Johnson going around. 1 car, 2 cars. And now we got a pileup.
It's Talladega. We've got the big one. Lyndon Johnson going around. Red flag over the raceway as the racetrack is completely blocked.
B-Mod carnage.
Lyndon Johnson goes around in front of the field, and that was the thing that sent the Camels back into array.
Hey, Joel, speaking of carnage, you can get a little bit coming up tomorrow night. Figure 8 racing over in Sibley.
Ooh, figure 8s, demo derby, all part of the Osceola County Fair. Here we go. We'll watch this, and Johnson just looped her and collects, and carnage ensued. Corbin Erickson, Damian Vandenberg, Darren Veen, Trevor Tesh, and Colton Caskey rounding out your field.
Anthony Roth will lead the way 1 lap down. USRA B-Modified A feature back under green. Inside as Roth will hold on to the lead in the 64. Dustin Cruz up to 3rd spot. Trevor Kroc. And it looks like Trevor Tesh, your top 5 in the running order. Roth, your racer. Roth, Duke Erickson, Dustin Cruz, Trevor got Derek Van Veldhuizen looking to the inside. Jackson Mulder wants to play as well for a top 5 position. Derek Van Veldhuizen will take that fifth spot. Rock continues to be. Battle back on the outside for fifth spot. Veldhuizen right behind Croc for that 4th position. Tesh, meanwhile, looking to get around Van Veldhuizen for 5th. Anthony Roth, your race leader, USRA B-Modified 80 features. Continue to battle for 4th and 5th respectively. Then you've got Derek Van Veldhuizen, Jackson Mulder, Scott Kennedy. Erickson getting to the inside of Kennedy for position. Anthony Roth with the race lead, beginning to check out for the rest of the pack. J&L Sales and Storage USRA B-Modified A feature here tonight. Following Roth, Duke Erickson, Dustin Cruz, Trevor Croc, Trevor Tesh, and Derek Van Veldhuizen getting back into the mix for a top 5. Jackson Mulder looking to get into that group as well. 5th and final A feature of the night, Fan Appreciation Night here at the Rapid Speedway, presented by Papik Motors. Anthony Roth with the race lead. Dustin Cruz looking at Duke Erickson for that 2nd position. Erickson in the orange 57, Cruz in the black 6, right now running 2nd and 3rd. Derek Van Veldhuizen moving up to 4th to the inside of Trevor Tesh. At halfway, Anthony Roth, the race leader. Jackson Mulder looking to the inside of Trevor Tesh for position, and Mulder is there in the white 4. Roth, Erickson, Cruz, and Veldhuizen and Mulder, top 5 in the running order. Trevor Croc running in 6th. Then you've got Erickson, Vandenberg, Trevor Tesh pulling off on the backstretch. Believe he's going to be retiring and head on out to the outfield. Looks like that's what he will do. So Trevor Tesh has retired from tonight's A feature. Tough break for him. He was running in the top 5. Anthony Roth, the race leader. Duke Erickson and Dustin Cruz with the battle for 2nd spot, making their way down the front stretch. Derek Van Veldhuizen, Jackson Mulder, the top 5. Erickson to get 70. Coming in 6th spot. Trevor Croc, Damian Vandenberg. USRA B-Modifieds presented by J&L Sales and Storage, Flandreau, South Dakota. Anthony Roth checking out the entire field. The battle right now for 2nd, great side-by-side battle with Duke Erickson and Dustin Cruz as they exit turn number 3. USRA B-Modifieds presented by J&L Sales and Storage. Cruz takes 2nd spot. Dustin Cruz up to 2nd, Duke Erickson back to 3rd. Derek Van Veldhuizen, Jackson Mulder here in top 5. Go this time by Anthony Roth, your race leader. Here comes that battle for 2nd. It is Cruz, followed by Erickson and Veldhuizen and Mulder, top 5 in the running order. Then you've got Clint Erickson, Trevor Croc, Tyler. White flag is out for your race leader, Anthony Roth, flirting with lap traffic to the inside of Scott Kennedy. J&L Sales and Storage, USRA B-Modifieds tonight, your A feature. Coming to the checkers this time by, from Columbus, Nebraska, Anthony Roth, your A feature winner. B-Modifieds presented by J&L Sales and Storage, Flandreau, South Dakota. Anthony Roth bringing home your A feature win here tonight. Let's turn our focus down to Pizza Ranch Victory Lane. Climbing out of the car, here he is, Anthony Roth, your A feature winner. And we'll throw it down to Joel Viss. Words from tonight's winner.
Well, Jake Kelly, we're down here in Pizza Ranch Victory Lane. Anthony Roth, we don't see you as much as we'd probably like to, but when you show, you make an impact, and welcome back to Rapid Speedway.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. It's been a long season. We've been out racing the modified. This is actually the first time I've touched this car since March at the bull ring. So it's been sitting, and we decided to dig it out.
Well, nonetheless, I wouldn't touch it again. I'd just leave it right where it's at because it was on a rail here tonight. You were smooth, you were out in front, and it just looked like it was a blast to drive.
Yeah, it really was. It was easy to drive. You know, I got to thank my dad and my brother back home. Coming into Monday night, there wasn't a deck or a body on this car, and I couldn't have done it without them.
Well, as we said, you know, you make your appearances around here, and every time you come here, you seem to be fast. I don't know what it is about this racetrack and your race car, but you've got some things figured out.
Yeah, like me and Dylan were talking earlier. We went and walked the track during intermission. I said, man, a lot of people think this is a big track. It might be big, but it races small. It's a fun track. I just wish it was a little closer to me, and I'd be here weekly.
Well, Bud, we appreciate you always making the trip up from Nebraska, and congratulations.
Thank you, everybody, and thanks for all the fans coming out and supporting us.